Tyagaraja, Carnatic music guru, visited Tirumala atop the hill to have a darshan of Lord Balaji. When he entered the sanctum sanctorum, he found that there was a curtain screen in between the Lord and himself. Some special puja was going on, so curtain was dropped and he couldn't have an instant darshan of Lord Balaji. Then he started singing his kirtana, which says that may the curtain be removed. Tera Tiyaga Radha. May the curtain, the screen, which is obstructing the view of Lord Balaji, be removed. He wants the curtain of ego, the actual curtain of ego, should be removed by the grace of Lord Balaji. So here, when you just deeply study this instant, Tyagaraja, as a emperor of Carnatic musical dynasty, might have had some ego, might have felt that to have a darshan of Lord, but there is a curtain and the priests present there didn't remove it immediately. Knowing the presence of me, I am a very important person, he might have thought that. That kind of ideas might have flashed in his mind for a moment. But immediately he removed those ideas and felt so humble in front of Lord. He thought that ego can obstruct the real true darshan of Lord. So he sang that. But whoever is singing the kirtans with ego should know that all his kirtans are egoless. It's a submission of his self at the lotus feet of Lord Rama and Shiva, broadly in presence of God. So while singing this kind of kirtans, everybody should feel so humble, so modest. The pride of the singer should not come in the way of the audience and himself. He should humbly present the kirtans in the concerts beyond any ego. And next incident that happened in Kaladi, the birthplace of Adi Shankara. Adi Shankara, as we all know, he belongs to the 8th century of Christian era. And when he was a child, he was going from door to door to beg alms, to seek alms. It was the bachelor tradition. A brahmachari seeks alms from the grahasthas. So he was going and he was stopping before the door saying, Bhavati Bhikshandehi. He stood in front of one house and the lady of the house had nothing to offer to this bhikshu who is dazzling with a divine glory. His face was similar to Lord Shiva, and Lord Shiva was manifesting through his face. So she felt so ashamed to say that there is nothing to offer. Adi Shankara smiled and said, "Oh mother, there must be something which you can find in the house. Just go and search." When the lady went around the empty house, she found a small Indian gooseberry fruit, that is amla, and brought that dried up amla to offer the Adi Shankara. Adi Shankara accepted that fruit with a boundless happiness, and holding that fruit, he started singing the Kanakadhara Stavam spontaneously with an extempore talent. The Kanakadhara Stavam, as we all know, has an elegant choice of vocabulary, and each word bubbles with a divine vibration. When he started singing that particular stotram, it reached cosmos, and the Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth, started showering the golden amlas into the premises of that house, which was reeling under acute poverty. And the lady knew no bounds of his happiness and she was overjoyed, overwhelmed with joy, and she was just, tears of joy started rolling down her cheeks, and Adi Shankara felt so happy. After that, he started moving. Our logic says that if there is an effort made by us, we should have a right share of the result. But here, effort was made by Adi Shankara, but he didn't claim the result. He didn't claim the share of, at least the small share of the result, that is wealth. He just started walking away, taking that dried amla fruit. What kind of message this incident gives? Prayer should be selfless. And Tyagaraja incident says that prayer should be always egoless. And egoless and selfless prayer will work out. All our prayers, when they are self-centered, they lack the divine vibration. Maybe physical talent present in that prayers. Maybe your vocabulary is good. Maybe your pronunciation is good. Maybe you are talented. Your rendition is good. Your appeal may be good. But certainly it lacks. It will miss the divine vibration when it comes out with the pride, when it comes out with selfishness. So these two examples show us the path for real prayer, the prayer should lead us to the divine, to the omnipresent reality, and we should lose ourselves in the process of prayer. Prayer is not just vocabulary, not just the musical part, not the exhibition, not the display, not the show of our talents. It is a connection that we establish, the communication we establish in between human and the divine. Om Shanti.
స్టార్ వి భక్తి టీవీని సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేసుకోండి, లైక్ చేయండి, షేర్ చేయండి.